Hello, my fellow Guardians. This is Mloentje, and welcome back to Destiny 2 here in Season of the Splicer. The last episode was kind of a strange one. We wanted to actually go off with, trying to find where we could actually get the quest Path of the Splicer 1. But instead we found a bunch of lore, which was kind of interesting. It was always nice to hear the lore of this game. So I do believe I actually need to interact with this one. Not sure, but I do believe so.
Guardian, I greet you in the light. It is I, Mithrax, or Mithrax, as your people say.
We already heard this one. So we kind of need to accept the Splicer Gauntlet, which we did not do last, 2 episodes ago. So Path of the Splicer 1. Use the ether contained in the Splicer Gauntlet located in the quest tab to craft a key code. And then Splicer Gauntlet upgrades, so it's kind of the same system as it is last season. So these are kind of still locked. Mithrax is working on a solution apparently. So let's quickly see what we got. Code Striders, additional platforms can now be utilized in Vix network. Override chests have increased rewards. Standard Vix chests now have a chance to drop seasonal gear. Conflicts chests now have a chance to drop Umbral Engrams and can drop up to 1 focused Umbral Engram per week. Deletion Exclusion, laser and the wall defenses now deal slightly less damage to you inside the Vex network. So survivability, I guess. Ether filter, defeating combatants now have a higher chance to drop ether. Sounds pretty good. More ether means we can craft more keys. And then halt and open fire. Ammo replenished by ammo crates and override is slightly increased. So there is an ammo issue in override, I think. And then memory expansion. Splicer Gauntlet upgrade. The Gauntlet ether capacity is increased by 50 and its key code capacity is increased from 3 to 4. Yeah, it's the same like with the hammer. The first thing you wanted to upgrade was the hammer charges you could get and the capacity of gold you could carry. So it's gonna be the same one with this one. So I'm gonna do this one, memory expansion. So ether capacity with 50 and key code capacity from 3 to 4. So definitely the upgrade to get. Out of all of these kind of makes sense. And then I am gonna go probably for this one and then slowly work on the rest. I think this one, or not the ammo one, the higher chance of dropping ether. Yeah, I think the higher chance of dropping ether, and then I'll probably do a mix of like the ether filter and the override efficiency, and then do all the rest like the ammo and the deletion exclusion and additional platforms. I'm not even sure what that is, but yeah, memory expansion definitely the one you need to do. Now we have some bounties here as well, so the dailies, I do believe, and the weeklies. So we're gonna pick them up. Shotguns, grenades, data modes deposited. So we're gonna need to deposit something. And then defeat Vex with precision shots. Those defeated in override are worth more. And a bunch of dailies. We do need to get our seasonal rank up anyway. So yeah, what better way to actually get all the dailies and weeklies that you can get. So what now? Because now we do have the quest Path of the Splicer. Use the ether contained in the Splicer Gauntlet located in the quest tab to create a key code. So yeah, it's exactly the same like with the hammer. So complete playlist activities, public events, and defeat combatants anywhere in the system to gather ether. Use ether to craft key codes that can be used to open conflicts, chests, and overrides. Gauntlet upgrades. There's an upgrade for the Spice Gauntlet that you have not unlocked yet. So, okay, so memory expansion. This one is unlocked. And, okay, so yeah, these are the upgrades that you buy. Okay, then key codes. Okay, so it's 50 to craft 1 key code. A key code that can be used to open a conflicts chest in override. And we can hold 4 key codes, meaning that we can open 4 chests. That's kind of different than, because with the hammer you actually needed to charge it once and then you needed to charge it again and charge it again. So they basically changed it that you can increase to 150. So with 150 I could create 3 keys and I can hold 4 keys right now. So basically I can do like a bunch of runs, get a lot of keys, and then just do a lot of what is it? Overrides. I can do just a bunch of override quests without having to craft additional keys. It's pretty cool. So let's craft 2 keys. Okay, key codes, and we can make 1 more. And then override the Vex signal, enter their network, and use your key code to open a conflict's chests. Okay. So step 2 out of 7, override Vex signal, enter the network, launch override missions via the destinations hub in your directory. Okay, destinations hub. And then what? I don't see Beyond Light campaign. I didn't see override here. You guys see override here? Track the quests. Waypoint added. Destinations. Ah, it's from the helm. Oh, look at that. Override Europa Offensive.
We must find a way into the Vex network, crush these soulless machines, and harvest their wires for data.
Yeah, so we need to start this up. Data required, so we defeat enemies and get data. Okay, data are these purple things on the ground. Basically working like modes. That's pretty easy. There's no timer on them, so you can hold as many as possible. Let's try to figure out how many we can actually hold. I'm getting smacked around. Modes deposit time remaining 2 minutes 40, so there is a time expansion on it. There's a time limit on it.
The Vex domain is complex, but it can be overwhelmed. Secure the back door and overload the terminal with data.
What do you got? 8? Okay. 9. Modes max, so you can keep max 10 modes. Okay. Okay, it's red.
They're on their way
ammo.
to anti-hack you. Defend the terminal.
What happens now? Intrusion defender detector. Intrusion detector.
Defect think they
Seems
can
there were 2
outsmart
of
you.
them.
Crush their simple passcode.
No idea what's going on. Okay, a platform appeared.
Prepare for another assault. The Vex will endure as many
The
casualties
platform
as
is gone
necessary
already.
to keep the vortex
Champion has
closed.
arrived. Champion is already dead. It's going. Oh no, he's over there. And he's dead. It's going way too fast to actually properly see what's going on.
A sacred splicer must feel the Vex as you feel the light. I sense a hidden doorway
Vex
nearby.
network.
Enter and secure the data.
Okay. Back in Tron mode. Got it. What do I do? It in the terminal? Which terminal? No, don't think I needed to run out. Okay, you don't need to run out. You need to place it in a terminal. Which terminal? Really? Do I need to go? What terminal do I need to place it in? Ah, in this terminal? Okay. No idea what's happening.
Response, your fancy splicer glove is working. Keep at it.
Detector again.
Vex, I'm trying to lock you out. Show them that Guardians are not so
Okay,
easily
so he's shooting
outwitted.
those things on the sides, but he shot one and it was good, I think. Whoa. Platform?
I can
No idea what I'm doing
practically
right
hear
now.
the Vex gears grinding. They cannot stop you. But they will try.
Network is open again. Okay,
Resists manifestation.
go back in.
A final surge of data will force it into being.
Like that. Yeah, pick it up. Get some more motes. And okay, so you get pulled out automatically. Okay.
I sense the Vex mind. It lashes out with something like desperation. They are coming for you.
Still trying to figure out what we need to do. So once these servitor thingies come, the big guys come, basically it's locked and you kind of need to defeat them before it opens again.
This is their last attempt to lock you out. The vortex is almost open.
Oh, so they're shooting the red ones? Okay. So you basically need to kill the red ones. And go up as high as possible on this platform thing.
These vortex
do what?
don't lead anywhere. Be careful, Guardian.
Okay. This is definitely
Beyond our reach now, Guardian.
definitely fun.
Stay alert to any trick or traps. This may yet be a ploy by the Fallen.
Okay, let's not die to this. Or this. Fuck! I was pressing my button as hard as I... Lately, I feel that there's like a delay in the jump, and I just bought a new keyboard. First I was thinking like, it's my keyboard that's kind of old and needs some replacing, but I kind of feel... See, I had to double click to actually jump, and now I single clicked. I'm not really sure what's actually happening, but I feel like there's a delay in... Oh. No! No! I wasn't the only one. That made me feel good. Wasn't the only one that died. Back at the start. Okay, let's try not to screw up this time.
Crush their last defense to complete the splice. We have other networks to collapse.
Ah, too bad. Didn't make the jump. So what now? Oh, that's what we saw in the trailer. Right. Let's hack this. Data required. Where's your weak spot? Okay, so he's behind bars. We need to kill these. That M3. Okay. Another spike here. What do we do with it? Throw it. Okay. Basically just throw it. What's he gonna do with that? Ah, he's gonna deposit it. Okay. Ah, and this guy just came out of his box again. Okay. Yo. Let's go a little heavier. He's immune. Hoo-hoo, close one. We need to revive. Okay. This needs to be placed here, I believe. Yo, what's happening? That's not. Yeah, something is strange. Like shift or control and a button never did anything with me. Like anything. And all of a sudden shift and shift. Yeah, see? Shift and my jump actually brings me to more menu. And I check my controls, it's not my controls. Really strange.
Mithrax, I was wondering, where do you see this alliance going now that you've had time to experience more of humanity?
This is not the first time I have viewed humanity up close. As you say, warts and all. A long life gives many opportunities to form opinions. And change them.
What is your opinion then? Of us? Of humanity?
A true Kell does not judge many by the few, but once, a Guardian chose not to pull their trigger, and spared my life. Now, this. I look at humanity and I see a river. Ever flowing, ever changing. You have the power to both destroy and create.
That is a very serene way of seeing the world. Thank you.
Okay, this was definitely an interesting experience. So, yeah, you can see at the end we basically had a regular chest you could open, and then a specific chest you could open once you created one of those keys. Yeah, creating keys is definitely a lot easier than... So, new offensive detected. A Vex breach has been detected on your fight. Join the fight by reporting to the helm. Yeah, we just did that. The Splicer gauntlet wield the power of the sacred Splicer. We just did that. This information is coming a little bit too late. So, what did the quest say? Talk to Icora, I do believe. Yeah, Path of the Splicer. Talk to Icora. So let's head to Icora and see what she has to say. It's definitely an interesting... I'm still not sure what the point is of going up to the tower. Like the platforming at the tower. I'm really not sure what that point is. I do know that the tower gets locked off when those big guys arrive. You have barrier champions and overloads that pop up that you need to defeat. It's kind of like depositing modes like in gambits. So it has a lot of different functionalities to it. There's like a certain period where you need the square boxes, the Vex boxes, where you need to break them, but only the ones that look red, from what I can tell. It's definitely something interesting. It's a fun game mode. It's kind of like, it's more closed combat. Like the battlegrounds was just large. It was running around a lot, and there were a lot of mobs spawning, and it was really good. I do feel that these mobs are kind of low level. Like with 6 players, everything died really fast. Like really fast. Okay, Icora, Ray, Warlock, Vanguard. It's a long time since we last talked.
It has been some time since you and I have worked together. That's going to change. As internal affairs falls under my purview, You'll be reporting to me for this operation. Mithrax has kept his promise. His splicers work tirelessly to decode the data you pulled from the Vex network. Zavala and I have every confidence that this was the right decision. Years of hidden operations coming to fruition in our time of need. The Elixni would say, the great machine provides. But if Osiris hadn't suggested we contact Mithrax directly, all our outreach could have been wasted. Guardian, we are all made to believe that loss is how we grow. It took me decades to see that it is not the pain we learn from, but the risk, the chances we take, and the strength to see them through. Here in the city, every new life can begin in peace, without fear, without loss. We need only set aside the past. While you're in the field, I've asked Saint 14 to oversee the Elixni settlement. If we can turn the Kellbreaker into an advocate for House Light, then others will follow. I hope he's feeling generous. Where the darkness seeks to divide us, we need only offer out a hand.
Okay. So Icora welcomes you back and tells you she is pleased you'll be working together. First off, I'm not sure what happened to my voice at that moment, but first off, is there another voice actor behind Icora Ray? I kind of feel like she sounds different. It's been a while since we last spoke together, like she says and I said, but feel like she sounds different. Like there's a different voice actor behind it, but yeah, nonetheless. Mithrax and the House of Light Splicers are working tirelessly to decode the data you retrieved from the Vex network. Icora has ordered Saint 14 to oversee the humanitarian operations in the Elixni quarters. If we can turn the Kellbreaker into an advocate for the House of Light, then others will follow, she says. Whether the darkness seeks to divide us, we only need to offer out a hand. Let's accept. Go to Elixni wing of the helm to receive a secure communication from Lakshmi 2. Transmission received.
When I requisitioned this transmitter, I was told the helm would be a secured location. I suppose this will have to do. Greetings, Guardian. I'm Lakshmi 2 of the Future War Cult, and I am here to offer my assistance, because you need it quite badly. The Future War Cult has long used Vex-derived technology to see into the future. I won't bore you with an explanation of mind forking. Suffice to say, we understand its dangers and use the device responsibly. I have glimpsed our future, Guardian, and what I saw was chilling. Skies dark with smoke, shouting, gunfire, and in the center of it all, standing in our city, a group of fallen, the same fallen I saw earlier. Icora listened to my report, but she chose not to hear it. The Vanguard would rather protect its image than its people. And so, I will handle things myself. We can change this future. Stop it from happening. While I monitor your progress against the Vex and assist where I am able, I will observe these fallen. If they begin to act against us, well, when I foresaw the Red War, they laughed, until Gaul bound the traveler. This time, I will not whisper my warnings. I will not be polite. I look forward to working with you, Guardian. Together, we can protect our city from all who would wish it harm.
She is not nice. She is not nice at all. So Lakshmi, too, a leader of the future war cults, tells you that she looked into the future with the WC's mind forking machine. The WC's? The future war cult. Okay. The future war cult's forking machine, and saw Midric standing in the city amidst gunfire and smoke. She gave a report to Icora and the rest of the Vanguard, but she feels her warnings were not taken seriously. She tells you she will do whatever she can to stop that future from taking place. The girl in the previous episode was telling about snipers looking down on them. Are those the snipers from Lakshmi 2? Is she already planning to assassinate them? Okay, so whenever oversaw the Red War, they laughed until Ghoul bound the Traveler, she says. This time I will not whisper my warnings, I will not be polite. We have a new step. Speak with Midric through the Splicer servitor in the Exni wing of the Helm. Message received. Okay, so I believe it's this thing here.
The last city has always been a place of refuge. For centuries, the vulnerable have found shelter and security under the watchful eye of the Traveler. Now, it seems that includes Fallen. Once they sieged our walls, and now Icora Ray throws open the gates. A charitable act from a compassionate leader. But is it the right thing to do? Can we really spare the energy and resources to shelter our enemies while we are under Vex attack? Can we afford to extend a peaceful hand to those who might bite it? As leader of the future war cult, I have foreseen violence and strife within our walls. This is not the first time. I warned you all of Gaul before the Red Legion took our city during the Red War. I am warning you again now. Are these newcomers the cause of our visions? That we do not yet know. What we do know is that the Vanguard owes the people an honest and transparent explanation.
Okay, so she is the Lord Saladin of this season. Lord Saladin in the previous season, season of the Chosen, was basically the one that was constantly, we gotta kill the Cabal, we gotta eliminate them, we gotta move them out of our system, they cannot be here. And this time it is Lakshmi or Shmi something that is against the Fallen, and we assisting the Fallen. So yeah, I guess she they found another character that I didn't know if she even existed. Maybe she's in the lore somewhere, but it kind of goes over my head to go that far into the lore. So Splicer servitor, let's interact.
I have felt your conflicts with the Vex from here, and your victories. This area is a crossroads. Many threads connect this city to the Vex. They seek to use their simulation to drain the light from this place. Bend it to their will, just as you seek to disrupt their network. But while you fight for survival, their motives are unclear. The network connection cannot be broken without destroying your city. Both are bound now, and one must fall for the other to survive. But there is hope. Every Vex you destroy sends ripples across this false dark sky. I do not know how many must fall to end the simulation they have created, but the data they guard hides the answer. We will study it together. This is my word in the light.
Okay, so Midric shares what he learned by studying the Vex data you brought him. The city is a conflux, a paradromic knot of threads from the Vex network. The Vex are draining the energy from the city, but beyond that, their motives are unclear. There is no way of easily separating the city from the Vex domain. For one to survive, the other must be destroyed. But he sees a hope in the future. As your victories against the Vex are visible in the simulation sky, he will continue his studies, upgrade your Splicer Gauntlet, and learn how to break the city free once again. So we get Synthweave Strap, a package containing 5 synthweaves per class. Synthweaves allow you to create an ornament of any armor piece you've acquired. Speak with Ada1 for more information. Alright. So Synthweave Bolts, Synthweave Plate, and Synthweave Strap. We just decrypted the data. And decrypted data was good for... Yeah, was good for this one. But I'm gonna keep it till I have 300 for the memory expansion. I do believe that it is the most important one that you can get. And I'm not really sure how many decrypted data you can hold, but I do believe that because 300 is the max and 500 is the max here, I do believe like 500 to be the max. It may be even 1000, I have no idea. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this episode here, else it's gonna take way too long, and you know how I am with my episode, guys. They usually last a little bit. So yeah, we did the first quest. If we check out our quests right now, seasonal quests, the path of the Splicer one is complete. I only need to defeat powerful Cabal, and defeating them in Override is the fastest way to go to get more decrypted data. So if I can get my hands on this quest here, I can basically get that second upgrade already. So yeah, I do know what I gonna keep myself busy with. But yeah, it was kind of a follow-up of the first episode. Kind of, I think this was like the main opening quest line that you kind of had to do. So yeah, Override definitely something interesting. Like I said, it's kind of like a battleground, only battleground was really big, and this kind of keeps you more centered around a point, except for when you actually need to go into the conflux. And I'm still not really sure how it completely works, but I had fun on my first attempt. So yeah, guys, if you want to see more of my quest progression or my Let's Play here in Destiny 2, just hit that subscribe button. It would always help out a lot. And in the next episode, we are gonna look at this transmog system they call Synthweave Armor or something like that. Because it has been... Yeah, it's been quite a disturbance in the community on, well, yeah, the amount that you could actually do. I'm mostly sure that they're probably gonna change it. Because, yeah, if you wanted to make everything into an ornament, it would take you 300 and a bit years to do so. So, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna wrap up this episode here. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.